Imagine stepping into a vast, mysterious world, one you've journeyed through countless times before. But suddenly everything feels different. Something in the air has shifted. The landscape you once knew like the back of your hand is now pulsing, with an unseen energy. You've spent hours, days, even months within these realms, building your story, forming bonds, making impossible choices. But now, a strange sense of finality hangs over your adventures. Welcome, my friends, to Baldur's Gate 3, and the question burning in everyone's minds. Is this massive, final update truly the end? Picture this. You've been sailing across a boundless ocean of content, riding the waves of anticipation with every new patch. But today feels different. Today, Larian Studios has released something monumental. Something that might just redefine everything you've experienced so far. Patch 8 is no ordinary update. It's a colossus. A sprawling narrative of change that feels closer to an epic saga than a simple set of notes. We're talking over 16,000 words of updates here. Practically a novella in its own right. But why does this final chapter feel so significant? What mysteries, what secrets lie hidden beneath the surface? When you first glance at these notes, you're immediately struck by the sheer ambition. 12 brand new subclasses, robust crossplay features, a fully fledged photo mode, and a staggering number of technical refinements. But let's pause here for a moment, because it's easy to list features. The real question is deeper. How does it feel to dive back into this world, knowing that it might be your final journey? There's a subtle tension, a quiet isolation that begins to seep into your thoughts. This isn't just another update. This is closure. This is an ending, wrapped beautifully in the illusion of new beginnings. Imagine walking down familiar paths now shrouded in mystery. You approach your characters, your companions, the trusted few you've come to rely upon. Yet, something's shifted. They feel deeper, more refined, polished with nuances you hadn't noticed before. Each subclass isn't merely an addition, they're invitations to an entirely new experience, rich with possibilities you've never imagined. Take, for example, the intriguing Swarm Keeper. With a mere thought, a swarm of bees erupts forth, buzzing menacingly at your command. Or perhaps you'd prefer the whimsical chaos of the drunken master monk, fighting with a bizarre elegance only attainable in the haze of intoxication. And the enigmatic Hexblade Warlock, raising spirits from fallen foes, harnessing dark energy with a flick of the wrist. What dark corners of your mind will this unleash? Every new addition holds within it a question, a small internal struggle. The developers at Larian, in their bold and unpredictable style, have intentionally tossed balance to the wind. Their priority is clear: compelling, imaginative experiences over perfect harmony. Isn't there a thrill, an adrenaline rush, in knowing some classes hold extraordinary power, potentially tipping the scales of every battle? Does that uncertainty create excitement or anxiety within you? It's as if Larian wants you to grapple with your choices, forcing an internal debate, questioning your strategic instincts at every turn. And beyond gameplay, there's another compelling mystery waiting to be explored. The new photo mode. This isn't your run-of-the-mill screenshot tool. No, this is a cinematic masterpiece in your hands. Envision yourself crafting epic moments, carefully posing your party against a backdrop of stunning landscapes, adjusting the intensity in their expressions to capture the essence of your story. Yet, lurking beneath these beautiful images lies something uncanny, almost unsettling. The line between reality and fiction blurs just enough to leave you wondering, are these mere memories, or are they reflections of your deeper emotional journey through Baldur's Gate? Then there's crossplay, a feature many have yearned for, finally delivered in this ultimate update. Now, adventurers from PC, Xbox, and PlayStation realms can join together, uniting their isolated journeys into one shared epic saga. Yet this unity isn't without its small barriers. A mandatory sign-in to your Larian account might momentarily pull you out of the immersion, reminding you of your separate reality. Does this minor inconvenience deepen your sense of isolation or enhance your appreciation of connection? It's a tiny price to pay, perhaps, for the privilege of companionship in these final, defining moments. As you step deeper into Baldur's Gate 3 after this colossal update, you can't help but reflect on the journey itself, the painstakingly crafted evolution, the endless tweaks, and tireless refinements. The familiar world feels smoother, more responsive, a perfected dance between game and player. Yet there's an undercurrent of melancholy, a quiet awareness that this might be the last significant change, the final touch on a masterpiece you've grown to love deeply. As your thoughts spiral inward, you feel an internal tug of war. You're excited about all the new possibilities, yet there's a lingering sadness, a nostalgia already creeping in at the edges. Has Baldur's Gate 3 reached perfection at last? Or is perfection merely an elusive dream, always one step beyond our grasp? And with these final additions, these last precious moments of innovation, do you find yourself longing for more, already mourning the end, or fully ready to embrace closure? In the end, Baldur's Gate 3 isn't just another game. It's an experience, a reflection of our own struggles, desires, and inner battles. This final patch isn't merely technical, it's emotional. It's a profound reminder that all adventures, no matter how grand, eventually come to an end. But within this bittersweet truth lies beauty. The joy of having experienced something so impactful that it leaves an indelible mark on your soul. Now, let this thought linger. If this really is the end, how will you choose to face it? Will you embrace these final changes fully, savoring every moment, or will you hesitate, holding back, afraid to truly say goodbye? The choice, adventurer, is yours alone to make. Now let's dive deeper into what truly matters, how this transformative update reshapes your gameplay experience in Baldur's Gate 3. Imagine for a moment stepping onto a battlefield, heart racing, your breath steady yet expectant. You've chosen a path unlike any before, feeling an electric thrill run down your spine as you command a swarm of bees to rise and surge forward, their tiny wings vibrating in perfect unison, forming an intimidating wave of living weapons. Welcome to the world of the Swarm Keeper, one of the game's thrilling new subclasses, where your imagination and command blend seamlessly into powerful gameplay. But perhaps you seek something more unconventional, something wild and unpredictable. Picture yourself as a drunken master monk, a warrior whose chaotic grace dances precariously along the edge of control. You sway unpredictably, each seemingly accidental move actually a calculated, fluid strike that leaves your foes bewildered and stumbling. Every action feels exhilaratingly spontaneous, each battle like a choreographed yet frenzied dance, both whimsical and undeniably deadly. It's a playstyle that adds not only power, but a touch of humor and absurdity to your adventures, perfectly embodying the game's newfound boldness. Then, there is the enigmatic Hexblade Warlock, perhaps the most intriguing and complex of the new subclasses. With a dark glint in your eyes, you whisper ancient curses under your breath, harnessing shadows and mysteries beyond mortal understanding. As your enemies fall, their lifeless bodies become vessels for spectral warriors, summoned to your side, in a chilling yet mesmerizing display of dark magic. Each encounter feels like a haunting, cinematic moment, the boundaries between life, death, and the arcane blurred into one electrifying experience. You find yourself constantly wondering, just how far can you push the limits of this dark power? This brings us to a crucial realization. Larian Studios, the visionary minds behind Baldur's Gate 3, deliberately sidestepped strict gameplay balance in favor of creativity, excitement, and pure unrestricted fun. They understand that part of the magic comes from letting players experience the thrill of immense power, of finding hidden synergies and unexpected strategies that might be deemed too extreme or unbalanced by conventional standards. It's not about creating a perfectly balanced world. It's about inviting you to lose yourself in the sheer joy of discovery, experimentation, and the emotional high of finding your unique style of play. Speaking of discovery and creativity, let's talk about the new photo mode. Imagine pausing time at the peak of an epic battle, the air frozen with tension, your companions locked in heroic poses, determination etched in their faces. You carefully adjust angles, lighting, and expressions, crafting scenes that don't just capture moments, they tell stories. Each image becomes more than a memory. It's a reflection of your journey, your choices, and the bonds you've forged along the way. Yet, as you marvel at your cinematic creations, a subtle unease creeps in, a hint of something just beyond your grasp. Are these just images, or have they captured fragments of your own emotional journey through Baldur's Gate? The line between reality and fiction becomes tantalizingly thin, leaving you to ponder the deeper significance hidden within each carefully captured moment. Then there's the eagerly awaited crossplay feature, a monumental addition long desired by players. Now, adventurers from PC, Xbox, and PlayStation can finally unite their isolated journeys into a single, shared narrative. Imagine the excitement of friends, separated by platform barriers, finally standing side by side, ready to face whatever challenges lie ahead together. But this long-awaited unity comes with a catch, a required login to your Larian account. It's a minor inconvenience, but does it disrupt your immersion just enough to matter? Is the slight intrusion of reality into your fantasy world worth the incredible payoff of experiencing these adventures alongside your companions from other realms? This is a question each player must weigh carefully, considering whether this newfound camaraderie enhances their journey or momentarily breaks the spell of their immersive experience. The introduction of these dynamic subclasses, robust photo, mode, and comprehensive crossplay marks a dramatic turning point in Baldur's Gate 3's life cycle. Each new element isn't merely a feature. It's a carefully crafted invitation to explore further, dream bigger, and experience the game from fresh, unexpected perspectives. But beneath the thrill of innovation lies a subtle emotional tug-of-war. Excitement versus nostalgia, curiosity versus hesitation. You may find yourself deeply drawn to explore every new possibility, yet simultaneously hesitant, aware that each new experience brings you closer to a sense of finality. As you continue your journey through Baldur's Gate 3, these gameplay enhancements invite profound reflection. They are not merely tools, they are gateways to deeper emotional and strategic engagement. Each choice you make, each subclass you experiment with, each photo you capture, deepens your connection to this sprawling fantasy universe. These experiences don't just enhance your gameplay, they resonate deeply, stirring emotions and questions that linger long after you've logged off. Now, as these thrilling possibilities unfold before you, the ultimate question arises: with all these incredible, imaginative enhancements, do you embrace this newfound power fully, or does knowing that these might be the game's final innovations give you pause? Will these incredible new subclasses and captivating features enrich your adventure, or deepen the inevitable nostalgia of approaching Baldur's Gate 3's final chapter? As always, brave adventurer, that decision rests in your hands. So, after all these updates and groundbreaking changes, has Baldur's Gate 3 finally reached perfection? Technically speaking, the game is undeniably smoother, more responsive, and visually refined than ever before. The once common frustrations of bugs and glitches have largely evaporated, replaced by a seamless, immersive experience. Yet, subtle imperfections remain, occasional awkwardness in cutscenes reminding us gently that perfection might forever remain just out of reach. Then, there's the thriving modding community, brimming with creativity, tirelessly crafting new adventures and enhancements. Thanks to the improved in-game mod browser and partial level editing tools, players have the power to shape their experiences in limitless ways, adding layers of depth and replayability that extend far beyond the official content. Ultimately, Baldur's Gate 3 has transcended expectations, transforming a once niche, challenging RPG genre into a mainstream phenomenon, accessible and deeply engaging through stunning visuals, profound storytelling, and unmatched gameplay freedom. But now, I turn the question back to you. What does Baldur's Gate 3 mean to you after this final update? Has it reached your vision of perfection, or is there still something missing? Share your thoughts and experiences. Your journey is part of this epic story. Final thoughts. Your adventure awaits. If you enjoyed diving into Baldur's Gate 3's epic final update and exploring all its incredible features, hit that like button. It truly helps our channel grow. And if you haven't yet, Subscribe for more deep dives into gaming masterpieces and unforgettable journeys. But now I want to hear from you. What's your take on Baldur's Gate 3 after this final patch? Did it live up to your expectations, or are you left craving even more? Drop your thoughts down below, and let's start in conversation. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next adventure.